Hola, mi gente. This is Leticia Andrade, and you're watching the Flava Podcast.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up? It's your boy Los from the Flava Podcast. You are listening and watching the Flava Podcast.
We're back. We didn't change.
But Chicago pizza or New York pizza?
Oh, I'm with Chicago pizza all day. Well, that's
Tom.
White Tom.
Because I like chasing the rats.
The rats. You said, can you put your finger up for a second? Like this? Up like this. Like you're about to point something.
Oh.
So this is going to be... What's up? It's your boy Los from the Flava Podcast. You are listening and watching the Flava Podcast. Yo! We are still rolling here at the studio. It is a rainy day. The clouds are clouding us. If that's a word, overcasting,
No.
Something like that. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going on this Sunday. Liz is not here today, and neither is Sully. They have the weekend off, so it's just me. I hope you guys love me. Hope you guys are still letting me in your home. I hope you're pressing subscribe and like right about now. In fact, you know what? I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Thank you so much for doing that. On the table today, we got Leticia Andrade. What's up?
Everything's great. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here and saying yes to this. And thank you for giving back. And that's one of the reasons why people are on this table is because they give back. Can you let the people know who you are and what you do?
I am Leticia Andrade, and I am a real estate broker, but most importantly, I run and lead Chicago Homeless Outreach, Friends on the Street. We do that on the third Saturday of every month, consistently. That's the key word, right, guys? Consistently serve on the third Saturday of each and every month. Rain, shine, snow, hail, whatever the weather conditions are, because you know Chicago, crazy weather. And even today was a good description of Chicago weather. It just started pouring all of a sudden. And got dark out, but we serve on the third Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. until 12 noon in our city streets in Chicago, north side, south side. We're trying to go everywhere in Chicago, so definitely just giving back to the community.
So when you're serving, what exactly are you guys doing?
So we started this a couple of years ago. We're on the Friday before the third Saturday of every month. We're actually doing a packing day. So we call it our packing day. So we do donations, we collect donations all over the city. My primary location is at my office, which is Fulton Grace at 1400 North Milwaukee. So right in Wicker Park. We collect, in the winter months, we do something called Share the Warmth Drive. Right now, in these months, in the spring and summer and fall, we also do toiletries, clothing donations, anything you can think of that you might need or that our friends on the street might need to survive in these crazy weather times. So collect shoes, brand new socks and underwear, very well needed right now in our community. And we collect those donations on the Friday before the third Saturday of the month. We go ahead and organize everything so that on Saturday, we're just focused on giving those items out to our friends on the street.
How long have you been doing this, you said?
Man, so I started back in the day in 2017 with my church. Started giving back even like way before that, but it kind of primarily started there. Once the pandemic hit in 2020, churches didn't want to go out anymore. And so that's when I just found it in my heart. It's like, hey, God was just telling me, hey, just go out there, do it. I think our friends on the street are more protected than we are because they are in the elements each and every day. So I didn't feel scared. I felt like the protection of God just saying, hey, this is still needed.
That's good.
And I want you to just go out and continue to serve. So I started by putting my information out there, and I started with Eventbrite. And I got a lot of my volunteers through Eventbrite. And then I started with a small group. And I was not scared to go out. Even when we first started, I would go out with 5, 10 people, even less, depending on the weather, the conditions, or who was available to go out and serve. And we would just go out only on Saturday. It started off only on Saturday. Now we added Friday because we wanted to make sure that we were organized enough to not do everything all in one day.
Yeah.
So one of my leaders, so when I say leaders, I have a group of, I can't do this alone, guys. So I have a group of leaders. I have about 10 people right now that work with me and lead groups because they've been consistently coming with me and serving each and every month.
You got 10 people that lead, but so I'm guessing there's more people that are
oh my
part
God.
of this. Yeah.
I have like, at one point, I had 30, 40 people volunteering on a Saturday.
Awesome.
I've had group host school bus of UIC students.
Let's go.
That comes out.
That's
and they
cool.
have, it's like a philanthropy team.
Yeah.
They have their different sorority, fraternities that serve, and they primarily focus on philanthropy within UIC.
Awesome.
And we partner up with them, and I've actually been partnering up with them for the last 2 years.
Okay.
To come out. They usually come out in November, and they bring a whole school bus, because at one point I'm like, I cannot carpool that many students.
No.
So I did partner up with UIC, and they actually, for that day that they come out on the third Saturday in November, and they provide their school bus.
Okay.
Official, like, school bus, UIC written on it. And we go out and serve with them. And so they follow us to each location. And usually we try to hit 2 or 3 locations in the city of Chicago to go and serve. So how do we find these places? We find them through some of my leaders. I always ask my volunteers if they know of a new location where there's possibly a tent city or something like that.
Sometimes they move around.
They have to move around.
Yeah, the city will sometimes move them.
Well, perfect example, Humboldt Park. You know, I'm Puerto Rican and Mexican, and that's one of the areas that is no longer.
Yep.
But when Humboldt Park was active and we had a lot of tents in Humboldt Park, we served primarily in Humboldt Park. So a lot of our resources that we collected, we would go to Humboldt Park and give those resources there.
Okay.
And they kind of got used to us, and that's how we actually got to know people by name. And that was very important to me.
Yeah.
That when we spoke with someone, and that's something that I do, a small little training, depending if people
Training
are...
is important.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And a lot of people that don't know, or that are first-timers that come to serve with me, I do have to have like a little, a couple of minutes of prep of, and I actually have a whole like booklet of what to expect when serving with us, because we're hands-on. We're like one-on-one with our friends on the street. And we don't call them our homeless. We don't call them, all of that. We call them our friends on the street.
Right.
And I got that from someone else within the community, and I was like, all right, I love that. I don't want to call them our homeless or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important when they come to serve with me that I give them that prep. I give them what to expect when we're out on the streets. And on Saturdays, I do have some kind of rules to follow. So usually it's 18 or over.
Yeah.
Because I've had young people wanting to serve, which is not a bad thing, right? Because we want them. But that's why I kind of focus the younger people, anywhere from 5 to, like the teenagers, to come out on Friday and help us
pack.
prep.
Gotcha.
Instead of going out in the streets with me, because we've seen it all on the streets.
Oh, definitely.
We've seen, and this is where the prep comes in. And what I tell all of my volunteers, I said, you do have to be prepared, because we've seen it all, where at 9 o'clock in the morning, people are walking around with syringes and things that you might not expect.
Yep.
And so that's something that I have to prepare them for mentally, because they're going to see it all.
Yeah.
And I've seen it all. And even one of my best friends, they wanted to bring their 13-year-old, and I said, absolutely not. Why? They're on their phone. They're not paying attention. There's a lot of things that can happen on the streets, and that's why we go out in the morning time from 9 a.m. until 12 noon, because we don't want to be in an atmosphere where it can be safety or something
So
of
when
concern.
you go out, do you make sure that no one's alone? Is it,
Oh my
is it
God,
2 by
yes.
2 or something like that?
So no, we have a buddy system. Usually, that's why I have a group of leaders, usually people that consistently serve with me. If we do have more than 30 people or whatnot, we do make sure that no one is definitely alone. We're all adults, but at the same time, I'm a mom figure at heart. So I'm like, even though you're adult, I want to make sure that I know where you are. I want to make sure that you're volunteering. And if for whatever reason you have to leave or you have to go to the bathroom, you have to let me know so that you could, go with a group of people.
We know where you're at all
Yeah, we know
times.
where you're at. I have everybody's phone number.
We're counting heads in,
Oh, my gosh.
in the van and out the vans.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we do carpool.
Okay.
So a lot of people that might come out, or even like people that don't have cars and stuff like that, I want to encourage people to come out and volunteer, and we carpool all the time.
Okay.
And so usually I have like 6 to 10 cars, depending on, and then we all just carpool, pack it up, and then we follow each other to each location. Like I said, we hit at least 2 to 3 locations tops each time that we serve.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. To be fair, can you turn that the
This way?
microphone? Yeah. Because
One,
it's
two,
just,
three.
I'm giving OCD with it. Okay, there you
Okay,
go.
okay.
There you go. That looks a lot better now. So, what gave you this? Why do you have heart for our homeless friends?
Man, I think it goes from way back, even when I was growing up, right? I've seen it all. I'm born and raised in Chicago. I've seen a little bit of everything. We know that we have a homeless community in Chicago. When I first started going back in church in 2017, I got baptized at City Church Chicago. And that was one of the things that was near and dear to my heart. I wanted to give back. I'm an outreach girl. I wanted to do the one-on-one. And I started off with serving at Breakthrough Urban Ministries. If you know of Breakthrough Urban Ministries, I started off there, and it really called to me.
Okay.
Why? Because they were catering to, I started volunteering and serving dinner on the first Monday of every month at Breakthrough. And that Breakthrough was the men's center.
Okay.
And that's in East Garfield Park, if you don't know. And it really called to me because there were so many times I was raised with my stepdad since the age of 2.
Okay.
And my dad was an alcoholic. And I feel that alcoholism is a disease. I don't think it's anything that, obviously you don't, you don't know that that's going to be something that you're going to go through. And I experienced that through my dad. Good man. Nothing bad to say as far as never abusive. Working man. But he was a working alcoholic.
Yeah.
And there were so many times that he could have been in that position where I see these men. And when I started volunteering at Breakthrough Urban Ministries, it really called to me because that could have been my dad.
Yeah.
And my dad passed away in 2011. And I think he did dialysis for 5 years. And I saw that. He was my true dad, even though he was not my blood father. He was my true dad since the age of 2. And I was kind of like daddy's girl, where I have pictures of me just sitting next to him on his side. And I saw him going through that horrible disease. Like it's just, something horrible where there could have been so many times. My dad ended up going and I don't know if you're familiar with lucha.
Yes.
Okay. He ended up being a resident of one of Lucha's single resident occupancy centers, right? And he never wanted to live with me, even though, I was an adult. And I said, hey, I did offer for him to live with me. He was very independent, worked, all of that, but never wanted to live with me. So he ended up in a single resident occupancy building right on the corner of Division in Christiana. I don't know if you know it.
I do.
Yeah. So, but the reason why I mentioned that is because there were so many times that he could have ended up homeless, right? And he was still my dad, and I loved him, I respected him. And when he was living there, I think that was the most conversations that we had when I used to visit him living there. And I had my 2 young daughters, and I would go and visit him. He didn't want to come over for like Thanksgiving, but I would like prepare his plate and go and take it to him.
Right.
And that was the most conversations that we had during that time. And like I said, he passed away in 2011. And I just felt it in my heart. It was like a little bit of a tug when I went to Breakthrough Urban Ministries, that those men that were there, that we were serving, and we were actually sitting there having dinner with them. Yeah. So we would make the dinner, we would make the meal, and we would plan out whatever meal we were making, and then we would serve it. And then once we served the meal, we would sit with the men there. And it was, the men actually lived there. It's about a group of 30 to 40 men that actually live in the facility. Yeah. And then they looked forward to having our dinner.
Conversation, something.
Conversation and prayer. Yep. And that was the first time that I learned how to pray for people, and having that one-on-one conversations. And I would listen to what I call prayer warriors, right? And that would just sit there. We would pray before the meal. And then one-on-one, as you're having conversations, at the end of, our time there, we would ask them, would you like prayer? Would you like us to pray for you? And as you get to know them, they become more open to receiving prayer.
Yeah.
Because you get to know them, you get to know their name, you get to know who they are.
The bigger thing there is they get to trust you now.
Oh, yeah.
Now they could trust you. Now they could be a little bit more vulnerable with you.
Yeah. And I think I learned that from my dad. And I had those vulnerable conversations with my dad because I didn't know why he was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And I learned why.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal because at a young age, he started drinking and smoking. And I remember that. He used to get the boxes of Benson and Hedges.
Oh, wow.
My dad was a Budweiser guy.
Wow, yeah.
And his liquor of choice was Bacardi, any type of Bacardi rum. And growing up,
Puerto Rican, right?
Puerto Rican,
Yeah.
Puerto Rican to the heart.
Yeah.
And that's why, being raised with him, he was super Puerto Rican, political Puerto Rican. That's why you see our cars in the front with the Puerto Rican flag, our little, little Puerto Rican flag on our rear view mirror.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that taught me to be proud to be Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And
That means a lot.
oh, it does.
That means a lot.
It does. And I learned a lot from it. I learned how to dance from him.
Okay.
I learned so much from him. And then as I got older, I wanted to know the story. I wanted to know the backstory.
Yeah.
And the backstory is that, him being raised and growing up, he saw his father literally kill his mother in front of all his siblings and then kill himself.
That's tough.
So that's the whole point. All of these people that are on the street right now, they either are going through something mental, or they're alcohol abuse or drug abuse.
Yeah.
And there is a reason, there is a story behind that. And all our friends on the street want us to do is listen.
Yeah.
Be that listening ear. And when people are out there on the streets or when they're panhandling in the city of Chicago, guess what happens to them? They're ignored. Majority of the time,
much, yep.
if they're panhandling, they're ignored. They're not being listened to. They're not being seen. And I think that's one of the things that I teach my volunteers is that all our friends on the street want is to be heard and to be seen.
Yeah.
And that's something that even talking later in life, talking to my dad, I don't think he was understood. And that's why he just kept on doing it. And I got mad at him for some time, like when he was living on his own, where I would get upset because he would be okay and he would be sober for some time and then he'd go back. Because there's depression a part of
There's
that.
depression, there's triggers.
Oh, yeah.
We could be doing great one day and then something just pops up and we don't know how to fight it.
Well, my dad, I remember one time, younger, he got sober for 1 year because he was hospitalized a couple times, right? And man, there's so many times that I can tell you, he was saved so many times. And this is why, right? Like now, like I hold prayer and God very near and dear to my heart because looking back, now me as an adult looking back, I'm like, wow, God, you saved him so many times that he could have died.
Yeah.
Drunk driving, just, sitting in the car, now we know that, right? Carbon monoxide and all of that, right?
Yeah.
But back in the day, my dad used to sit in the car and drink and smoke, and he would like lock himself. And this is like even wintertime. I used to have to pull my dad out of the car because he was, in there after work and didn't want to come inside because
He's intoxicated now.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And so many times where it's just like, God saved you from getting in an accident, killing yourself, whatever it was.
Killing someone else.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And that's the scary part. That could have been, and he's been protected. And I was like, wow. And so that's kind of how I started relating. And then after we couldn't do the serving anymore within the community, and we used to go out in the streets and kind of do like the brown paper bag, sandwiches and stuff like that. I kind of made my own rules. And I said, all right, God, we're just going to serve, and we're just going to, rely on, just throwing it out there and seeing who comes. And it started getting popular. People started coming consistently. And I said, I'm going to do this. And my promise to God was that I'm going to be consistent. And I think that's the key word.
Oh, that's
is that,
always the key.
Right? Consistency is the key. Because if I do it 1 month and then I don't do it the next month, and then people are not going to be able to count on me.
Drop off.
Yeah.
They're going to drop off. Yeah.
That's the whole
You
point.
have to be there. When you say you're going to be there, you have to be there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Right.
Or people are just going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going to be like, oh, well, Leticia's not doing it anymore, so
Right.
I'm going to donate here instead.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to give my clothes to the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Now I have people actually donating directly to me, and they're like, all right, Leticia, I'm dropping off a bag today. Or I have some of my volunteers that are doing their own collections.
And now I'm going
so
to be
they can
bothering you
bring.
and dropping off bags to you,
Yeah.
girl. I'm like, where you at?
Yeah,
I got a
exactly.
truckload.
Yeah, no, seriously, I have people like coming and dropping off at. We have some drop off points that they come either to my office or I have some of the leaders that have their own companies that they drop off
off
there,
there.
and then on Friday, the Friday before the third Saturday of every month, I make sure that all those collections are brought over to my office so then we can sort them and that we can have them all ready for Saturday morning.
That's awesome that you do that. That's awesome that you do all that. But you also do something else.
Yes.
You're also in real estate.
Yeah, and I think it's ironic, right? Because the whole purpose, right, of Friends on the Street or Chicago Homeless Outreach is that these are people that are not housed. And this is what I do every day.
Yeah.
I help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's so ironic, right? It's like, all right, my heart was for the homeless, but I help people every single day buying, selling their home, getting their future home, getting
Yeah.
their forever home,
Yeah.
or buying their investment properties. So it's ironic, but I think it works and it kind of meshes together.
So how long you been doing that?
Oh my God, 21 years.
21 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, since 2005.
So you're a pro. You know how to do this.
Man, you know what? What I can say is, yes, I'm a pro, but you also have to roll with the punches.
Okay.
Why? Because the market back in 2005 is very different than the market it is right now in 2026.
Absolutely.
So what I have to say to that is, yeah, you could be a pro, but if you're not open to learning and open to the changing market, you can definitely.
There's always something new that you have to learn.
Always.
It's never, whatever career, you have to always learn what comes in, especially when it comes to technology and the new ways we do, especially if you're selling something, how we sell, how we market ourselves.
Oh, absolutely.
Is always something new. Maybe back in the day it was just yellow pages. Well, now it's not that no more.
Right.
It's not yellow pages no more.
No
It's
way.
social media, period.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be a new way to market yourself. So you've been doing it for a long time. I've recently been watching you and your journey and your new home,
Yes.
which is a lot of fun to watch.
Yes.
You cleaning out your new home.
Yeah.
What made you buy that property? Because you knew, knowing this for a long time, that this is going to be some work.
Oh my goodness. So people don't realize how much work until you're actually in it, right? So this kind of fell into my lap. It's not like something I was seeking or that I was looking for, right? But now, helping investors, it's like you have to know when you have a gem. Like right in your lap, and you're like, okay, this is a great opportunity. Am I going to take the opportunity, or am I going to be scared and fearful, right? So we have, the enemy, is going to definitely attack and be like, all right, fear, and like kind of put fear in your heart and be like, no, I have to definitely be the Christian woman that I am, or that I say that I am, right? And trust that God is going to help me throughout the way and throughout the journey, right? And so I definitely had to just pray on it. And I was like, God, is this for me? And this is something that I definitely asked and I prayed about. And I said, you know what? I have to take this opportunity. So how it fell in my lap, somebody saw me. And when I say somebody, I got a phone call in May from another broker from California. And he was seeking out local agents within this community. So we're talking about Belmont Cragen.
Yep.
So I had a listing in Belmont Cragen, 5 blocks away from this particular home.
Okay.
And he called me and he basically interviewed me on the phone. My mom was here because my daughter just graduated from Indiana University. So my mom had traveled to Chicago to go and attend the graduation for my daughter. And we were having dinner. We were at Jibaritos on Harlem.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Shout out to Jibaritos on Harlem. And I decided I'd rather pick up the phone than have to call people back.
Okay.
So I picked up the phone even though we were at dinner. And it was my mom's last dinner here in Chicago before she had to go back to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Answered the phone and he interviewed me over the phone. because he had a friend that needed a house sold here in Chicago. So when I say fell in my lap, I literally said fell in my lap.
Yeah.
So he interviewed me. We talked for like a couple minutes. Like, a couple minutes is a lot when it's somebody you don't know. Right? So talked to him. He liked what I had to say. He goes, okay, all right, great. He goes, I'm a real estate broker in California. I really like your energy. Speaking about energy.
Definitely energy.
He goes, I really like your energy. I'm going to give your number to my friend. He needs someone to help him sell a home in the Belmont Cragen area. And I know you're a local expert.
Yeah.
And I want you to talk to him, and hopefully he could hire you to sell the home.
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. Of course, I'm, really trying. I'm really trying to be a listing agent. So I'm like, perfect. Great. He called me the next day. So my mom, I had to put my mom on a flight. She had a red eye. So put her on the flight. He called me. He was consistent. I was like, all right, great. He called me the next day, spoke with him. Great energy, great vibes. I'm like, he liked me right away. I don't know what it was, right? You just speak with somebody. Never talked to him in my life. And he liked me. And he was like, I'm going to give you a chance. And I'm like, okay, great. He goes, can you do X, Y, and Z? And I was like, well, I have to do a CMA. I have to see the house. He goes, he sends me to whoever had the keys here in Chicago. Go pick up the keys. And I'm like, this guy's going to trust me already to go pick up the keys to the house and go and take a look at the house so I can do a CMA, which is a comparative market analysis report for those of you that don't know real estate terms. But I said, all right, I have to do my homework so that I can give you a proper analysis of how much I think that I can sell this house for. So got the keys late one evening. Actually, that day was Chicago Homeless Outreach.
Okay.
And I called my friend because I knew he was going to call me back. So this was like on a Friday. I got the keys that evening, but I was too scared because he told me the situation. His brother had passed away in the home. And I was like, I can't go there at night because I don't want to freak myself out. And I asked one of my best friends, which is also a real estate broker, I said, hey, can you come with me? That Saturday morning was Homeless Outreach, so I have to be there at 8 a.m. because I have to be at Homeless Outreach at 9 a.m.
Okay, wow.
So I'm like, okay, God, like, help me, like, okay. So we show up, we got there like around 8:30. Like, I'm like really like pushing the gun as far as timing, right? So we go and see the house, we walk in. So first of all, the neighbors were all over it. As soon as I'm opening the door, the neighbor comes like, hey, what's going on? Like, who are you? Because
And do you really want to go in there?
Right? So, neighbor super protective. I was like, okay, no, I have the key. I'm just coming to take a look. Had to explain myself there. I was like, okay.
I got to stop you there.
Yeah.
So when you go to these places that might be a little sketchy, do you like bring something with you, like to protect yourself?
So my whole real estate
at least a Bible
career,
or something.
Well, the Holy Spirit's with me all the time, okay? But
you gotta bring that sword, girl. Back on that.
Right, that's why I said I can't go by myself. So my friend came with me, and it was 8 a.m. So I was like, if any riffraff is in the house, 8 a.m, So I used to property manage throughout my career too.
Okay.
So when you say, do I bring somebody with me? When I property managed, I had an armed guard with me all the time.
Okay.
Because I property managed by Pilsen. And back then, it was a little rougher than it is now.
Is it totally different now?
Oh, yeah. So mentioning that, I thought about it, like I had my conceal and carry at one point, but
that's
no.
what I kind of was going towards. Gentlemen, if you see her on the streets, just know, don't try not to.
Well, and well, actually, we'll talk about that. I'll show you some gems that I found in the house.
Okay. And this
military rifles and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you're ever into guns or anything like that, I'm going to have an estate sale. So guys, come on by.
Me and Leticia, I saw her name. I said her name correct.
Yes, you did.
We're going to become best friends now.
Yes. So, no, we just went to go see the property. And when me and my friend, because she's in real estate and all that, when we saw the house, we're like, okay, this is like a little gem in the rough, right? So the house is packed. The guy lived there to the very end, obviously, and it's full.
Well,
Full.
What age was the very end?
57, guys. He was very end. He passed away in the house.
Oh, wow.
And I haven't touched that room yet. Guys, stay tuned.
You haven't been to the room yet?
Sold by. I have been in the room, but I have not cleaned it out yet.
We got to go after this.
You could come by. Guys, I need
You've
help.
been to the room already.
I've been inside.
I want to record you walking in the room. I'll have
Well, right
I'll have
now-
Chucky come
Yeah.
and record us walk
Yes. Actually, with the power of prayer, guys, I've been praying inside that house, guys. So
Yeah, you have to.
you got to do that,
to.
right? And the people that have come that are, Christians and whatever, good vibes now. I'm trying to, like, any bad vibes out, like,
Any
anything.
jujus, any bad jujus got to go.
Absolutely.
But that's the great thing about being a Christian is that we believe in that.
Yes.
We believe that once we get in there and we say the name of Jesus. and
In
that-
the name of
That they
Jesus.
have to flee. Whatever's in there that's not supposed to be in there, they have to flee.
Absolutely.
That's great about being a Christian.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, right? And this is where we believe in, and this is where I just had a connection with the seller, right? Because this is kind of like an estate sale, kind of in a way, because obviously his brother passed here in Chicago. He lives in California. And we connected in that way because this is his brother, and my brother passed away in 2020.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of a connection there, and there was just so many signs. So when I walked through the house with my best friend, I saw a unicorn. I know this is weird. But my brother was really into unicorns.
Camera on me. Okay, go back.
So there was a literal unicorn figurine statue. Well, I don't know if you call it a statue, but this size,
Oh, okay.
like a
That's a statue. It's not a figurine. Figurines are small.
Yeah, you're right.
right.
So it's like about this tall. I still have it, and I actually asked the owner for it. I was like, okay, but obviously I inherited everything in the house now. But so I saw the unicorn, and I felt like, I don't know if you believe in this or not, but I was like, is this a sign?
I do.
Yeah.
When I was looking for places,
Yeah.
when I was looking for places to do a podcast studio in, I went to a bunch of places. And I thought I found one right above the export on Elston. And I loved the space. And I put my bid in and whatnot. Didn't get it. But then saw this one. I'm 2 blocks away from here. I live 2 blocks away. My building's 2 blocks away. Came here, and the first thing that I saw on the door, and it's still there, it was a little sign of a camera and a microphone. It's a sticker. And I'm like, what? This got to be it.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
got to be it. So I walked in, and I'm like, I prayed about it. I'm like, this got to be it. And it is it. This is Flava Podcast.
I love it. And that's how I felt. I felt like, brother, are you giving me a sign? Because as soon as I saw that statue, I thought of my brother. And when my brother passed away, me and my daughters, even my best friend, we saw a monarch butterfly.
Okay.
And if you know monarch butterflies, they're very rare. So you'll be able to see a butterfly,
So I
but
think-
not a monarch
When
butterfly.
I think about monarch butterflies, I think about Signs of the Lambs. That's the
I
only
don't know
time
if I remember that movie.
Signs
but-
of the Lambs?
Yeah.
It's a really scary movie.
I know I'm not into scary movies, and there's a reason
I'm
why I
not
don't want
either.
to.
I don't watch scary movies, but I saw that one.
Okay, now I gotta watch it. But the monarch butterfly. So when my brother passed away, showed up,
Okay.
and I felt that it was my brother.
Okay.
So, anyways, it wasn't a butterfly, but it was kind of like a little bit of a symbolism with that unicorn, because
Yeah.
my brother used to love unicorns, and I just felt something. And so then, at that point, I was not like, oh, I'm gonna buy this house. It was not. It was just me going there just to evaluate it, take a look at it, see the condition of it, to see if I could help this gentleman sell the home.
Yeah.
So then after that day, I was like, oh, I kind of like it. Number one, it was brick. I was like, okay, it's not a,
It's not a frame.
It's not a frame. That's a plus. You couldn't even see the front of the house, guys. It was like full of bushes. You couldn't even
Trees.
see.
Was there a tree in front?
It was like 1, 2, 3 bushes in the front, but they were the size of the house, the
Oh, wow.
the stature of the house.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Wow.
So literally, that's why the neighbor was like, "Who are you?" You know, because I was literally going in the bushes to go and see this house,
Yeah.
to go and open up the door to get inside. So I thought it was a sign, guys. And then I prayed on it, and I said, So the owner, while I was doing homeless outreach, calls me. He goes, "Did you see the house?" I said, "Yes." I said, "I still have to do my homework. I still have to, get out." Because I gave him a little preliminary, because I did look up the houses in the neighborhood. I did a little preliminary based on the number of bedrooms, baths, and things like that. But I said, I still have to see the house.
Okay.
So when I saw the house, I just felt it in my heart. And I said, you know what? I got to tell him, because he was already selling it to the neighbor or blah, 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 whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to shoot my shot. And right? I was like, I'm going to shoot my shot. And I'm like, I think I'm interested. And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, yeah, I know I'm a broker. I know that I can help you sell it, but I think that I'm interested in helping you, because he was going to hire me to do everything, meaning clean it out, hire the people to clean it out, get it prepared.
Girl, you're making some good money off of this.
So he was going to hire me to do all the planning so that we could put it live on the market.
This is hilarious, because you ended up doing it, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I had to say it. So we were preparing for homeless outreach. So I'm in my office, and we're all getting ready. My volunteers are coming, and we're preparing to leave and to go out in the streets. And I mentioned to him, I said, I'm interested. And I had talked to my best friend before we left the house about it, and she goes, this could be your house. And the whole purpose of that is that this would be in my price range, because I just sold a house 5 blocks away for $479,000.
Okay, all right. That was I look at the car. Go ahead.
Right? And so I said, this could be my opportunity to actually buy in the neighborhood that I want to live in. Okay. And when I say the neighborhood I want to live in, my daughter lives 5 minutes away. 2 of my best friends live like 5 minutes away as well. Like so I'd be right in the middle of them. Okay. And that was the goal, right? Yeah. And I was like, this is a perfect opportunity, and let me see what he says. If he says no and he wants me to put it on the market, I'm a real estate broker. That's my job. Yeah. I'll put it on the market, and we'll get the most money for him. Yeah. But if he says yes,
let's make a deal.
Hey, let's do it. And I was so excited. So he didn't shoot me down, guys. Okay. He did not shoot me down. And I said, you know what? This is a great opportunity. And he was going to come into town, and I had a chance to meet him. Okay. And so this is all God, too. Met him on a Sunday. That day, my daughter was still in Indiana. That week, my daughter came back from Indiana because she hadn't moved physically back to Chicago after her graduation. Okay. And so she had happened to be, because I didn't know she was coming back into town. So she was in Indiana, Bloomington, which is 4.5 hours away. And I invited her to church. I took her to the bridge. Okay. So shout out to the bridge and all the volunteers from the bridge.
Let's go.
And so for those of you that don't know, it's on Central, not far from Addison.
Plug.
I know. So I'm inviting people because that's one of our things. It's a great church. So a lot of my volunteers are from the bridge. And so I invited my daughter. I said, hey, I'm going to this new church. Come with me. So happened, so I hadn't told my daughters yet. Because I said, if I don't have a contract and I don't have a plan, I don't want to tell them and get their hopes up of me getting a place.
Kicking
and then, or I jinx myself and I don't get it. I don't know. So I had told my daughter that night before, I said, hey, I went under contract at that point. I gave earnest money at that point. And now I can tell them because now it's going to be real. So I told my daughters, and they were like, okay, they got excited. I was like, all right, mommy is going to get a place, And my daughter came to church with me that day. So I told her, hey, do you guys want to go and see the house? So I had put the house on lockbox. And so that the owner was coming in from out of town. He was coming in from California to Chicago to see the place.
He might want something out of, his family house.
Exactly. And this is he grew up in this house.
Oh, he grew up in the house.
Yes. Too. So this is backstory, like his mom lived there, his father lived there.
And then his brother
passed away there. Exactly. Okay. So he came back to the house, and so I called him, and divine appointment, guys, for those of you that believe, it all happened, and it was not pre-planned. I called him and I said, hey, I know you're in town. Is there any way that I can stop by to see the house with my daughter? So I'm presenting the house to my daughters now. So my oldest daughter was at work, and then she was going to get out. So me and my youngest went to church. Her first experience at the bridge. After church, he answered. He's like, hey, we haven't gone to the house yet. We're on our way there now. So while we were at church, they were going to go to the house. And I said, hey, well, do you want to have breakfast? I hadn't met him yet. We've only talked on the phone. We've only had conversations. And he said yes.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm like, okay, great. So we met him and his partner at Bryn Mawr Breakfast House. Shout out to them.
I like that place.
I love that place.
Like that place.
Yeah, right on Belmont.
Yeah.
So we went to Bryn Mawr Breakfast House. I invited him. He was like, okay, well, where did I meet you? And both of my daughters and myself met the owner and his partner.
Okay.
And then from that breakfast, we all went back to the house together.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Like a big happy family. Go
Like
ahead.
a big happy family because my daughters hadn't seen the house yet.
Yeah.
So we had a great conversation, great breakfast. And this is how you build relationship, guys. In any business that you do, you build relationships by being genuine, sincere, everything that we had discussed before and why I wanted the house. And I wrote a love letter, guys. I know. I wrote a buyer love letter to the seller. I did all of that because I said, I'm telling my true, authentic story of why I would love the house and why he should give me the opportunity to buy it instead of an investor to come in and flip it.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be personal for me.
Yeah.
So all the things that I went through, and long story short, we, like you said, I have a picture with the owners in front of the house. Like we went to see the house. The girls saw the potential, and they saw the house raw. So all my first videos are raw with. He didn't even touch anything in the house. You know what I mean? So, long story short, this is the start of my adventure, of my home renovation journey. And he left, and basically him leaving, he was like, you got this. And like you said, he trusted me. And this is where all of my jobs, all of my, me starting off in my career have been that trust, have been building relationships, have been that one-on-one. And people, if they want to do business with you, they have to like you.
Yep. Pretty
right?
Much. Yep.
So
You wanna
that
do good business.
good business, sincere business,
Yep.
honest business. And he saw my heart, and I told him, I said, even like we still text all the time. And I said, you inherited a sister because, I lost a brother and you lost a brother. And I said, you inherited a sister, and he's fine with that. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. I'm like, thank you, God. And so I really believe that this is not only a divine appointment that we met, and then after that breakfast, we had previously scheduled a dinner.
Okay.
And we still had that dinner.
Awesome.
Isn't that great?
That is awesome. You're being blessed. You know that. You're being blessed.
I've been praying for this for a very long time.
Yeah. Totally blessed. Listen, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back, and we might be playing the game after this.
Woohoo!
It's your boy Los, Flava. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Los from the Flava Podcast. Did you know that in a research study, Rashi has been shown to have anti-cancer properties, anti-tumor effects? It helps detox the body and regulates the immune system. Whether your immune system needs to be controlled or boosted, Gano can help you there. And natural coffee that changes people's lives. Get your daily dose of 150 antioxidants in 1 cup while enjoying the flavor of this beautiful coffee. Natural coffee never tasted this good. What's up? And we are back, and that was Gano XL Mushroom Reishi Coffee. Look at the hair has gone long. This was a fade 8 months ago, and look how long it is now. Mushroom Reishi Coffee was good for my gut health, good for my skin is so clear and it feels so good. And of course, you can see the hair has grown. Mushroom Reishi Coffee is good for you. Description's in the bottom. Hit the link, order some. So, back on the table, we got Leticia. I'm not even going to try to say the last name, but what's up, Leticia?
Leticia Andrade.
I knew I was going to mess it up somehow.
Hey. It's okay.
Awesome. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're sharing. Thank you for sharing
Thank
everything
you.
you did on the first half of the show of your giving back, right? And then we talked about a little bit about your real estate and what you do there. But right now, I want to play a game with you. Are you ready to play this game?
I am ready.
Awesome. It's called This or That.
Okay.
So this or that is you pick this or that, right?
Yeah.
And then whichever one you pick, you have to explain why you picked that one.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready.
A lot of energy over there. I need a Red Bull to the face right now. I need a Red Bull because I need to match her level.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So they might be silly, they might be fun. If you don't want to answer any of them, you don't have to. But if you do, it'll be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Tom or Jerry? The cat or the mouse?
The mouse.
Why?
Just because he was clever. He kind of ran Tom around and I think he was just clever and he was on his toes and he just made Tom do whatever he wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't find Jerry to be a pest?
Hey,
Because he's literally a pest, literally.
Well, you know what? That's a perfect description. I was exactly Jerry to my brother.
Okay.
So I don't know. There's a little symbolism there.
So you're little Jerry.
I was little Jerry. I was a pest. I was a little sister that always wanted to be with my brother, and he was 7 years older than me. And I was just a little pest. So I kind of relate to that little, the little sneakiness and little just trying to be with,
I can see that. I can see that. So do you remember a episode?
Of Jerry just messing with Tom and I don't know, Tom running into a pan in the kitchen. I don't know, just something crazy. I don't know.
So one of my favorite episodes were when his uncle came.
Okay.
His uncle had a big old mustache and a cowboy hat. And he had a guitar. And he sang the song "Copen and Warren and Reading Ryan Campbell." Ooh. And then the string always popped, so he had to go after Tom to get a whisker.
Oh.
Do you remember that one?
No.
No? Okay.
I gotta rewatch that episode.
Yeah, one of the best episodes out there.
Okay.
So, Chicago Cubs or Chicago Sox?
Ooh, the Cubs all the way. I'm a Cubbies girl, but guess what? I'm a Chicago fan. So, I was at Bacardi at the Park for a while. I worked at Bacardi at the Park at the Sox Stadium.
Okay.
And that was back in the day, so I don't even know what it was called. It was probably what was it called back then?
Comiskey?
Not Comiskey Park. It was after that.
U.S. Cellular?
Yeah, probably U.S. Cellular.
Yeah.
That's when I worked there.
I just keep on calling it Comiskey.
Yeah. No, but I'm a Cubs girl. My dad got me to be a Cubs fan, and then my dad switched. And I was like, Dad, you can't switch and be a Sox fan.
What?
Yeah.
Did he do that?
He did that.
What
and I was like, okay, I'm a Chicago fan. Fine. Because, I try to follow my dad. And yeah, he kind of switched it up in the middle of my adulthood. And I was like, weren't you a Cubs fan? And he switched it up.
Okay. All right. Wonder Woman or Supergirl?
Oh, did you not see when I walked in?
I did not see anything.
I am a Wonder Woman fan.
Okay.
Me and my brother loved Wonder Woman.
Okay.
So if you follow me, I'm Wonder Woman hands down. I have Wonder Woman roller skates. I'm Wonder Woman Linda Carter.
Oh.
Not the new.
Okay.
Linda Carter all the way.
Okay. Awesome.
Number one.
I love that you said that because she is my favorite Wonder Woman. Linda Carter, la mexicana.
Eso mismo.
Yeah.
Eso mismo.
Awesome. Arroz blanco o arroz con gandules?
Arroz con gandule.
Why?
Well, my mom makes the best arroz con gandule. And she taught me, and I have a video of her. I had to videotape her because, Puerto Ricans do not do measurements.
That's right, we don't.
Okay?
Yeah.
So my mom never was able to give me mira. And I'm like, I can follow a recipe. My brother was a cook.
Okay.
So I was not the cook growing up.
Okay.
So my brother used to cook for me. So I got a little spoiled. But now I had to learn. And then actually my youngest daughter is the better cook out of all of us girls.
Awesome. Who taught your youngest daughter?
My mom.
Okay.
My mom. So my mom from the phone, because my mom's in Puerto Rico right now. My mom from the phone taught my daughter to make the traditional stuff that my daughter loves.
Yep.
And so my daughter now makes them. And so she's keeping that tradition alive. I did learn how to make arroz con gandule, but I think my daughter's better now.
Okay. All right.
Shout out to Alyssa.
Shout out, Alyssa. Shout out to you. What was your daughter's name?
Eliza.
Yeah. Nice to meet you guys through the TV right now. Or through your phone.
Yes.
I hope you're not in the washroom watching me. Okay.
Maybe.
You know how many people told me, hey, I was watching you while I was using, I'm like, really, bro?
Yeah. It happens. It happens.
It does happen. Because Liz is not here today, one of her questions would have been, one of her dish or dads would have been Dubai or Hawaii if you had a chance to go to.
Ooh, that's been a big question with me and my best friend. So she's not really into Dubai. I've never been to Dubai or Hawaii, but I think I would pick Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
They say it's expensive to get there, but once you're there, it's very affordable.
Okay.
Like our dollar could go a long way.
Really? I haven't heard that
That's
about
what
Dubai
I
yet.
heard.
I haven't heard
That's
that
what
about
I've
Dubai yet.
heard.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my sisters, I have 2 sisters and a brother from my father's side.
Okay.
And they've been, and I'm like, you got to give me your whole itinerary. You got to give me
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
because
definitely.
they told me that it was affordable.
I'm gonna look that up.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna look that up because
Yeah.
I love traveling.
Me too. I love
and
it.
I love going to Spain. One of my favorite places in the world. I have my friends over there. Actually, when I retire from the city, I will be moving to Spain.
I am so happy that you just said that.
Why?
So one of my best friends, shout out to Kim Conlon. She's a real estate broker as well. She is preparing to move to Spain.
Okay.
And she got her Ireland passport.
Okay, nice.
She just got it. So this is in our vision board. We have a vision board party every year, me and my best friends.
Okay.
So it's 3 of us other girls. And long story short, that is her long-term goal. So she already made it. And we have it planned out. Within the next 5 years, she's going to be out of debt.
Okay.
And she's going to be able to
Let's
move
go.
to Spain
All
with
right,
her
Kim.
Ireland passport. Yeah.
Let's go, let's
Yeah,
go.
so now that she's so interested in it, I told her, I've been looking into it too. I was
Yeah.
like, I'll go out with you. I'll go and visit. I'll go, because we're talking about real estate and her buying
right.
something out there. I was like, we're already talking about, she follows so many people on social media, Facebook.
That's how you do
it. Where they are actually making a business out of
Yeah.
touring Spain to see where you want to live.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm like,
There's
that's
actual
amazing.
Facebook groups that you could join.
Yes.
Yeah. Also for Colombia también. So in Colombia, I have a friend. He's on YouTube right now. His name is Andrew, Medellin News. I'm sorry, Medellin Buzz. He's building a 4-flat building, and on the first floor, he's going to have storefronts. So I am going there in October to see if I can make one of those my coffee shop.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Always
I'll
do some good
visit.
things. Come visit.
I'll visit. I'll visit.
In
Yeah.
España, in Colombia, and of
Okay.
course here in Chicago.
I love it.
So let's move on to the next one. That would be salsa or merengue.
Salsa. My dad taught me how to dance, but I'm old school salsa.
What does that mean?
I feel like this two-step or whatever that they call it. I feel like it's
Dancing
not on beat.
two. It's like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. My dad is old school, and my dad taught me how to dance.
I tried it on 2. I could not get
I
it.
can't get
It's
it.
just backwards of 1.
Right. So I think I'm a 1 girl. I don't know. Like I have to talk to the experts, right? Because I know Lyric was here. I have to ask him what's my
Definitely.
style. Yeah. I think I dance old school. So
Okay.
what people have told me is that if obviously the man is supposed to lead, but I can lead too because I dabble in that too. But
Leticia, no, man's supposed to lead.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if the man leads me and he's dancing on 2 or whatever that is, I feel that he'll tell me that I don't.
You throw each other off because you're just dancing on 1.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
totally.
I'm like, I think this new age of how people dance and now that bachata and merengue and all of that is in here, maybe like I kind of like step back a little bit. I'm like, do I really know how to dance anymore? Because I'm like, I learned from my dad and it's old
Just gotta
school.
do what you said, old school.
Yeah, I'm old school.
I'm stuck on old school too.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
Hip hop or R&B?
Hip hop.
Okay.
Hip hop all the way. I'm old school.
I would not think that. I thought you'd go more towards R&B.
Nah,
Okay.
No,
okay.
hip hop all the way.
So who in hip hop would you listen to?
I don't know. Big Papa. I'm just
Big Papa?
I don't know. Like I think hip hop. I don't know. I'm an 80s girl.
Okay.
So that annoying sister that I mentioned?
80s is more. It's not
R&B.
Big Papa, that's for sure.
It's-
which
it's
is
not R&B
which is
though.
Notorious B.I.G. It would be more like Tuku Chris. Not Tuku Chris. What am I talking about? That's the DJ in
LL.
Chicago.
Give me LL Cool J.
Run DMC,
Give me
LL
Run
Cool
DMC.
J, EPMD.
Yes. Give me my
those guys.
Kango hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me my freaking Adidas outfit. Give me my jumpsuit.
I got you,
Or maybe
I got
maybe I'm thinking more of fashion and not like the music.
I am totally going to show you some 80s hip hop.
Absolutely. Well, my brother was in the Masters of House. So I'm all house music.
Okay.
So we're about to go to the House Fest. Are you going to go to the House Fest?
I am not.
Come on, the Chicago House Fest is coming.
I am not.
And all of my grammar school friends are going to join me.
Enjoy them.
And we're going to go to the House Fest.
No.
In Grand Park.
No.
Okay.
Too many people. I love it, but too many people.
I know.
I was a club promoter and a concert promoter for 24 years here in Chicago, and I did house music. That was the thing, house music and freestyle, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's not my love. My love is R&B. I
love that.
I love jazz. Latin jazz, that's what I'm into. If I could sit down and have a nice cigar and it's just some good bongos and trompetas and timbales,
I love that
I'm
too.
happy. You know what I'm saying?
I love that too. But you said this or that, so
I say what I like. I say what I like.
I love it.
So we're going to go with Superman or Batman.
Ooh, Batman.
Why?
Man, Gotham City is Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm Chicago girl all the way. Born and raised in Chicago. We're Gotham town.
Okay.
You know, so Batman all the way.
Batman all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next one will be, I will go straight to the last one, but I am not going to go straight to the last one. Mountains, this is for Liz. Mountains or beaches?
Beaches.
Why?
Man, I'm from I not born in Puerto Rico, but yeah, Puerto Rico beaches are amazing.
Tú de afuera.
¿Cómo?
You're from the outside, they say.
De afuera.
De afuera.
That's exactly right. Porque
I
todo el
was
mundo
born
son de
there.
afuera.
I was
Son
born
de
there, but I was
afuera.
raised here. But I'm still from afuera.
Afuera.
Even though I was born there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And my brother also was born in Puerto Rico and raised in Chicago. He came here at 8 months old.
Yeah.
So I say beaches all the way.
Beaches
I want to
all
go
the
to
way.
Puerto Rico. I want to.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy. And this commercial, we are stopping right now to let you guys know about Flava Podcast Studio. Look, if you want to do your own podcast right here in our studio, you can. All you got to do is DM this. Description's right below. Let us know, comment, do you want to do your own show? And you can do your own show here at the Flava Podcast Studio. We are ready for you. We got state-of-the-art equipment. And we're pretty good at what we do. So hit us up. It's your boy Los, Flava Podcast.
I want to invest in Puerto Rico. For those of you that don't know, we have to invest in our own land, guys.
Hugely.
Yeah.
Hugely,
Yeah, we
especially right
have
now.
to definitely. And my mom came here. She came here from Puerto Rico. I dabbled in Airbnb and I rented out her house, and
Okay.
it's definitely a vibe. And even though my mom is from Juana Diaz.
What do you mean? You rented out her house while she was here?
Yeah.
So when she goes back, there's not going to be nobody there, right?
No, she's back now. She's back now.
She's
but
back in her house with
Yeah.
nobody there.
Correct,
Okay.
correct. But like at one point we thought because Puerto Rican healthcare is not that great. She had to come back here.
horrible.
I know.
It's
So she had to
horrible.
come back here because she got sick. So she was here for a year. And then when she decided she wanted to go back, of course, that's your house, mommy.
Yeah.
And I taught her, and this is where we were talking a little bit earlier, that I got her out of the rental mentality and into the homeowner mentality. And she loves her little house. So she's in Juana Diaz, right next to Ponce.
Okay.
And hands down, even though we have to drive to the beach from Juana Diaz, beach all the way.
Awesome.
Puerto Rico beaches, you guys got to visit. If you haven't been, if you know, you got to go to Puerto Rico and support. And
Yeah.
I love it.
Definitely right now. So, Chicago Bears or the Green Bay Packers?
Chicago fan. I'm a Bears fan. For those of you guys don't know, I was a Chicago Honey Bear. Did you know that?
Were you? I'm sorry. What
So, it was
since I
a
don't
dance
watch-
troupe.
I don't watch the Bears.
No, well,
because
they didn't exist. They got bought out by this the Chicago Honey Bear troupe. It was a entertainment group, and I got recruited to be on that entertainment group when I was in college.
to do what?
To dance.
Okay, dance.
And yeah, so it was
Okay.
like a dance group.
Okay.
So they danced and they performed and they were hired.
On the field?
Well, no, the Chicago Bears didn't have cheerleading and they didn't have a group for a very long time because their name, the Chicago Honey Bears,
Okay.
got bought out by this company.
Oh.
So they took over their name
Okay.
and they started using it as an entertainment company. So they would get hired by, they did different advertising for different things. So for example, one of the things that I got hired for in college, because I'm Latina, hello, I gotta use that too. They hired me to do the NASCAR races.
Okay.
So they had like models, dancers, and
Okay.
all of that to support
were you
Tecate beer.
saying, wait, hold on. Were you saying you were a model?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did modeling and, well, I'm a theater background. See, you don't know that about me.
No, but we're finding that out today.
Yeah, I'm a theater
A lot
background.
of people right now watching this right now are learning this today.
Yeah. So my theater background, I went to high school and college for theater.
Okay.
So that was before I
We
became
got
a
to
mommy.
go back to this or that. We got to go back to this or that.
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
Okay, so the last one, the most important one. Now, people are watching you.
Yes.
They're watching this.
Oh, God.
Chicago pizza or New York pizza?
Chicago all the way. I'm a Giordano's. I love Giordano's. I love Illuminati's.
I'm going to try that one more time. One more time.
Chicago
Put
pizza.
the camera back on me.
Uh-oh.
We got to get her reaction on this. Chicago pizza or New York pizza?
Chicago.
There you go. There you go.
Chicago?
No, my guy was like a little bit behind. I wanted to get it.
Yeah, no, Chicago.
Okay.
Hands down, Chicago.
Okay.
I don't know. I lived down the block from Home Run and Pizza.
Okay.
Literally, for people that know Home Run and Pizza,
Okay, wait a second. Are you saying home run in?
31st and Trip was one of
Okay, I
my
would've
first
known.
apartments.
Okay.
Right across the street from Petrosky Park. For those of you that don't know, Little Village.
Don't know. I don't know.
You don't know? That was the original Home Run and Pizza.
Okay. All right.
So Home Run and Pizza. Have you had Home Run and Pizza?
May have. I don't recall.
I'm not talking about the ones that you get at
the supermarket?
freaking, yeah, not those. You got to go with me to Home Run and Pizza.
I can't say I've never been to an establishment. No, I have not.
So I live down the street from one.
Okay, so it's Chicago pizza.
Yes.
Now, what would be your favorite pizza here in Chicago?
That one, Home Run and Pizza.
It's home run still.
Still?
Day.
No, not to
To
this day.
Okay.
Not to this day. Right now,
I mean, it could be if it is.
I don't know. Like, I love Home Run and Pizza. Like, even the frozen ones in the store, they're still good. I would get Home Run and Pizza hands down. But where would I go to get a pizza right now? It's tough to say. Living and growing up in Little Village, Pizza Nova was the shit. I don't know if you know Pizza Nova.
I've heard of it. I've never eaten there.
Oh my God! Well, I grew up over there, so that was where we would order from.
Okay.
I don't know, people.
So I got a question for you. That's
Yeah.
great. You grew up on the west south side of Chicago. Have you ever heard? Well, we're gonna go back north and now go back south.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of Pequods?
I knew you were gonna say that, and that's why I didn't
Well, if you
even
watch my
mention
show,
it.
you know I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Have you eaten there?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. So you don't like it.
I ate it. I like it.
Okay.
but I'm not.
It
like,
sounded like you hate it.
Pequods. No, I didn't see
No?
the hype. I did not see the hype.
Did you didn't like the cheese?
Maybe I need to go with you.
Yeah, pretty much. Did you eat it in the restaurant?
No, I was in the restaurant.
Wow.
I've
okay.
eaten there.
You know, my mentor, Mr. David Shands himself, didn't like it either.
I didn't see the hype.
I love it.
I didn't see
I've
the
been
hype.
going there since I was 13 years old.
Maybe that's why. Maybe
Look,
that's why you love it.
When there's lines wrapped around the place, I'm not the only one.
I know.
I'm not the
I
only
knew
one.
you were going to say Pequods because I raised my girls in Lakeview for a little while. So I know Pequods very well. But not really. Sorry, guys.
So, have you heard of a place on the south side now
Yeah?
called Natty's?
No. Not these?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a little older? No.
Hold, give me a second.
No.
Camera mate. Liz, no one's heard of your place. Ever. Ever. Yeah, we
Nathi, I'm so sorry. I'm going to go to your place tomorrow.
Her name is, right. So Liz is my co-host,
Yeah.
and my place is Pequods, and her place is Natty's. But
I'm
when
gonna go to
people come
Natty's.
here, they know Pequods.
Pequods. It's true.
Whether they like it or not, they know Pequods. But Natty's, they never know where Natty's is at.
Where's Nathi's? I got to talk to Liz.
Somewhere on 50-something and blah, blah, blah.
Okay,
blah. Yeah.
I got you, Nathi. I'm gonna go and visit, and then I'm gonna do a whole Instagram post on
Yeah,
it,
okay.
so that I can give you yes or no or
I
whatever.
don't believe that. I believe there's a
I'm
lot of
gonna
stuff on
rate
your
it.
phone you haven't put out yet, so I don't believe it.
Oh man, guys, I have about 3 episodes of my home renovation that need to be posted, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that tonight.
Okay, cool. So we got the this or that out. So now we're gonna go a little bit deeper into your life.
Whoa,
Yeah. Who were you when you were 10 years old?
ooh, 10 years old. So what grade was that? 10 is like what? 5th grade, 6th grade?
Something like that.
Something like that. Something like that. Who was I?
Yeah, who were you?
Um,
If you're looking back at that little girl, who was she?
Is it fifth grade? So let me think. Fifth grade was a big transition for me, to be honest with you. So fifth grade, my mom decided to move to Little Village. So we lived in Douglas Park, and we moved to Little Village, and that was a big transition. But you know what? I'm very grateful for that transition. And maybe this is why I'm really big on real estate, is because we moved like every year. So my mom was a renter. And that was a big move. So that means I had to move grammar school. So I moved from Plamondon. For those of you guys that don't know Plamondon, Ambrose Plamondon, which is on 15th and Washtenaw. For those of you who don't know, my brother graduated from there. I moved to Gary School, and that's where I have a lot of my friends now. Even like to this day, we still get together, my grammar school friends and I. And it was a big transition for me. So who was I? I was a little girl that was a little scared for the move, the change, but I'm grateful for that change because the neighborhood changed. And I'm not saying, Little Village was the best back then, but it was a big difference from where I was at to moving to Little Village. I think the schooling, I'm a CPS girl, so I went to Gary School. And a lot of things opened up for me, and that's how I found theater. And I became a theater girl. So I was Snow White in the Seven Dwarfs.
Okay.
In school in 7th grade, and I think theater and learning. I was in student council. All these little things that happen in grammar school really made me the woman that I am today. Awesome. So I think, 5th grade was. A big transition because it was very scary switching schools. Yeah. And I actually fought my mom to stay at Gary School. And this is a conversation I had with my grammar school friends not too long ago, that I walked, my mom moved again to further away from the school, because we live literally on Ridgeway and 31st, which is right across the street from Gary School, still there. And my mom moved all the way to Costner. So for those that the South Side, was further west, and I begged my mom not to transfer me to school. So from 5th to 8th grade, there was one time, I think it was like a whole year in my 8th grade year, I walked to school in snow, sleet, everything, hot weather, yes. And I walked like 1.5 miles.
Wow.
To school, and I had to, I really learned a lot that year, but it's because I begged my mom not to switch me schools because we moved again.
Wow. So let's move on to 15. Who were you at 15?
Oof. So 15, I'm already in high school. So 15, I went to Curie High School. I am a Curie Condor for all of my Curie Condor family. I am a theater geek, a theater nerd at Curie. I did all of the major plays at Curie. I was just a theater geek, and I loved it. I was in all the sports. My theater drama teacher, Ms. Bacon, for those that she passed away from breast cancer while I was in high school, and that was very big, very traumatic for me. But she's the one that introduced me to track and cross country. That's why I'm a runner today. I've ran 5 marathons. I've done 2 triathlons.
We actually run one together. Well, you ran and I walked.
Oh, stop. We ran the San Juan 5K, which I love, and we do it every year. Yeah. So I've been doing it. I started the second year that it was out. Okay. So I love it.
This was my first time.
Oh, man. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. And it, we get to represent Puerto Rico and everything else, so it's like awesome. But 5th grade, 15 years old, I'm in high school, anything that you can think of. I was in track and cross country. I did all of I was in the executive board of student council. Okay. I was in school all the time. I was a big dork. I loved it. But I was like the big, loud Puerto Rican. Like, for people that know me in high school, they know me and my best friend, Sally Delgado. We were just the 2 loud Puerto Ricans that were track and cross country, and we were just... we were just all over the place. I did plays. I did a little bit of everything, but I was in school all the time. I pretty much lived at school, and I loved it.
Okay. So who were you at 20 years old?
Wow. 20 years old. So I already had my daughter. So I have 2 daughters, which
So you already
or
had
my
one
life.
child.
I already had one child. So I got pregnant at 18. I had my daughter at 19.
So right out,
So at
right out
20
of high school, you got pregnant.
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I actually graduated at 17.
Okay.
So I was
Graduated early?
a November baby, but my mom put me in school early.
Okay.
So that's why I graduated kind of like a year early.
Okay.
Because back in the day, my mom knew people. She knew the secretary at the school. You know, you had to be 5 going into kindergarten and preschool. My mom was like, "No, you're going to school." So my mom put me in. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I was kind of a little bit younger than my other classmates.
Yeah.
So I graduated at 17. Got pregnant at 18, had my daughter at 19. So at 20, I was already working. I didn't want to like work a regular job. I didn't want to work at a retail store or anything like that. So I got myself into like a Fortune 500 company.
Awesome.
And my first real job was State Farm Insurance.
Awesome.
So I was working at
So did you sell policies?
no. So I started off, guys, as a switchboard operator.
Switchboard operator.
Yeah, so I got into one of those companies that would hire you to work for the Fortune 500 companies.
Okay.
So it's like one of those downtown like temp agencies. So I'm like, okay, what can I do, right, to use like as much skills as possible so that I don't have to get like a store job or like a retail store job or like work at the mall or something like that because I was still young.
Okay.
And they sent me off to be a switchboard operator at State Farm Insurance, which was a claims service office. That's where you go take your car. Once you get in an accident, they do an evaluation of the car.
How long did you do that for?
I did that for a couple years.
Okay.
And then I actually got hired by State Farm, working there as a switchboard operator.
Yeah.
They actually hired me from the temp agency.
Okay.
And I was a claims service assistant for my very first real job
Okay.
as a young mom.
A claim service assistant.
Meaning I was a secretary for the claims adjuster.
I was trying to figure that one out. I was like,
Yeah. So I was a claim service. That was the title. I was a claim service assistant for the people that do the car adjustments for when you get in a car accident
Okay.
by Midway Airport.
Okay. 25 years old. Who were you at 25?
Oh my God. Had my second daughter. When did I have my second daughter? Around that age. So my daughters are 6 years apart.
Okay.
And yeah, man, I struggled a little bit. Single mom, not by choice, but I'm very proud of my daughters now. But it was a struggle as a single mom, and that's why I was super protective over my daughters, and I try to teach them now. And I never wanted them to be young moms because I don't want them to struggle the way that I did. And I feel that raising kids, you have to raise kids, and I had to raise kids with a community. And that's why I'm super involved in community, because I raised my girls through community. And that's why my girls went to Catholic school, because I felt that that community was sincere and the parents were involved. And I was the kind of parent that I had to work. So
You got emotional when you said that.
I did. Yeah, because it was hard as a single mom. Like, you don't have kids to be a single mom, right? You just think, I had the vision of I was going to be with the father of my kids and we were going to be a happy family, because I think that's what I craved. I craved to have the family that I didn't have as a young girl. And so I didn't have my daughters to be a single mom. And so I wanted,
You need those tissues.
I know. So I think that having my second daughter, same father, tried it again, didn't work out. But the goal and the vision that I had was to have a family, have mom and dad there for my daughters, and it didn't happen. And so I think that's why I get emotional, because it's like, it was tough back then. It was not easy.
You're young and you have two girls.
Yeah.
You know, and then
They're 6 years apart. I thought the second time it was gonna work. It didn't. It was the same thing all over again.
So has the father been in the relationships?
Like with me,
With the children?
we tried.
You tried, okay.
daughters have had phones since they were 9 years old. And they timed it. They were like, Eliza had a phone at 9. I need a phone at 9.
Kids will remember stuff like that.
Right?
Yeah.
And so they both had phones. And the reason why they had phones is so that I could communicate with them when they were with their father and vice versa, right?
Yeah.
And so they've had the same number.
But who came up with the phones? The father or you?
I did.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure I had good
I came up with the phone on my side. Yeah.
Yeah?
Like, you got to have a phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So my daughter had that cute little flip phone.
Yeah.
You know, the cute little.
I bought her the one with the big numbers because I didn't want her to have that.
Yeah.
She had to have the big numbers like the old people.
Yeah, exactly.
She hated that phone. She hated taking out that phone in front of her friends.
No, I got her the cute phone. I was the mom that I made sure my daughters had the best birthdays ever, and they're December and January babies.
Okay.
So I had winter birthdays always.
Yeah.
And I made sure that my daughters had the best birthday parties ever, no matter what.
You spoiled them.
I tried.
Yeah.
I really did.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. My
Yeah.
son, not so much because I just didn't have it back then. But for my daughter, yeah, Natalia was spoiled. Magicians at the same time. She had a band.
Oh,
At the
yeah.
same, she had a magician band and jumpy houses and all kinds of, a clown. And people
So
were like, what the heck?
Yeah, my oldest loved limousines.
Ah.
Yeah, back then. And then if anybody knows Sweet and Sassy, the pink limousine.
Yeah,
My-
I remember that. I do remember that.
My daughter
Yeah.
had one of the pink limousines. I think
Okay.
that was her 9th birthday.
Okay.
Yes, I did it all. And you know what? I'm proud. Like,
I didn't do this. Her mom did it for her. But
Yeah.
I didn't do this. I did the other stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, I remember
that was
I
the
did too.
best. You know, I think maybe you should bring that back. I don't know. But yeah,
Let's
Sweet and
buy
Sassy.
some limos. Let's buy some
Oh
limos.
man, right? No, it was super cool. Yeah, I try to do the best birthdays. I try to do everything that I could for both of them.
Yeah.
As much as I could. And when I say community, I would carpool. I would say, hey, Ma, and that's why I know all of my and building relationships again. I knew all of my daughter's friends' parents.
Yeah.
Because if I ever needed something or if they ever needed something from me, we had great communication.
Yeah.
And if I ever needed a favor, they knew my struggles, right?
Yeah.
And I would say, hey, can you pick up and I'll drop off? Vice versa. Can I pick up and drop off? Because my daughters did everything. My daughters were competitive cheerleaders. Okay. How did I do that? By the grace of God, let me tell you. Looking back at it, I don't even know how I did half of the stuff that I did to provide for them.
So let's move on to, we're at 25?
25.
Yeah. We're at 30 now.
30. What's 30? I'm a real estate broker already at 30. So, what else? Let me think. There were some transitions in my life. I did put my license in hold for a little bit once. I don't know if you remember that big refi boom, and then everything kind of went downhill in real estate.
2008?
Yeah, well, like 08 and all of that, right? And there was some transition. I became a personal banker for a little bit.
Okay.
My daughters were at Burley School, or my oldest was at Burley School.
And during all this time that you're raising your kids, you're on your own. You're still a single mom, or you're living with
No.
your mom, or
No. I've always been super independent.
Okay.
Always had my own apartments. Super independent. Yeah, man. My first real apartment was when and I kind of do my timeline by my daughter's ages.
Okay.
So when my daughter was 3, I had my first real apartment. I had my first real car that I was paying for on my own. All of that. We had a great apartment. This is like manifestation. This is a great story, real quick. I manifested the apartment that I had.
okay.
So that was like amazing. Lived in Little Village. That was my first apartment. So leaving 31st and Trip right by Home Run and Pizza, coming a little bit further east of there in Little Village. I lived in a brand new apartment building that, man, this takes me back. Resurrection Projects. I don't know if you know Resurrection Projects.
I do not.
So Resurrection Project is a community-based, what do you call it? Low to moderate income family. They build houses. They build housing for people that are low to moderate income for them so they can be able to afford housing.
Like a brick-a-dike or something like that.
Yeah, like Biker Dyke and like Lucha.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so this is called Resurrection Project. They're still in existence. They're primarily on the south side.
Okay.
So they were building this complex, this warehouse in Little Village, and I passed by and I asked one of the workers there, I was like, hey, what are you guys doing? They're building an apartment building in an old warehouse. They're gutting it and they're making apartment buildings.
Okay.
I called it out. I looked at the apartment and I was like, and this is where action has to take place, right? If you manifest something, you have to take action.
Let's go. Okay.
God could actually hand you something, but if you don't take action with what God presents to you, it will never happen. So I remember talking to one of the workers there, and he said, oh, yeah, this is going to be an apartment building. And I asked him for the information. He gave it to me. And then I inquired. And that was one of my first big girl apartments.
Big girl apartments.
Big girl apartment by myself with my 3-year-old daughter, Eliza, at the time. And big transitions. 30 years old. Let me think more. I don't know. I was a go-getter, guys. Go-getter, just always didn't want just the little things in life. I always wanted the big things in life. And I think that I just wanted to always be a good example for my daughters and not settle. Yeah. In between all of that, yeah, there were relationships. There were all this drama, all this other stuff that I struggled with. But I did my best.
Awesome.
Yeah. And now, oh God.
35.
I don't know. That's too short of a time frame. Trying to think back, how old were my daughters?
So from 30 to 35, something must happen in there.
I don't know. What do you...
Change of a career, or daughters getting into something new with their lives?
I think I went back to real estate. Went back to real estate. So while I was a personal banker at Chase for about 4 years.
Okay.
So I did personal banking, and then the reason why I got into that career was because, and this is where I can kind of give that example to my daughters, I was bilingual. And when the big refi boom in 2008 happened, I needed a real job. I couldn't depend on real estate or everything going downhill. Yeah.
Not that point.
So I got a job and I transitioned as a personal banker for Chase Bank, and I worked there for 4 years. And I didn't love it because my life changed, because I wanted the flexibility of being a real estate broker. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when I was a banker,
Even though banker has banker hours.
Guess
as they
what,
say,
guys? No.
you get more time being a real estate agent. Right?
So that transition was banker hours working for Chase Bank, and people that work for Chase Bank know everything was scripted. Everything was you have to do it the Chase way. And I remember my manager being younger than me, and I had a child. She had no kids. And she made me cry because I actually quit that day because as a single mom, I had to go and pick up my daughter from school and take her to the babysitter.
Okay.
It was winter in Chicago. For people who know winter in Chicago.
Ain't fun. It's not fun.
My lunch break was an hour. I didn't get back in an hour.
Okay.
And so my manager reamed me out. And she didn't understand that I was a single mom trying to make it work. And I didn't have a babysitter, and I had to pick up my daughter from school and take her to the babysitter. And she didn't understand, so she made me cry. And I don't even want to say her name online, but yeah. But now she understands because now she's a mom. But back then, she was not a mom.
Yeah.
I quit that day from Chase Bank.
And not just a mom, a single mom.
Oh my God, it
'Cause
was so hard.
If you had help, if there was a father involved, fully involved, hands-on, it would have been a little bit different,
But that's one of the reasons why I quit banking. They wanted me to be a manager. I could have been a manager at Chase Bank. I could have been whatever, I could have gone through the rails of, and I just didn't like being a manager would have been, instead of 40 hours a week, it would have been 60. And I pretty much lived at the bank. I would open up the bank and close the bank.
And you already tasted freedom with the real estate stuff.
Yeah. And so I went back and I took a leap of faith and I went back into real estate and I did it full time. And I was the best Mary Kay lady mom. Like I was a Mary Kay lady at one point for my daughter's school.
Slanging that makeup.
I sang makeup. I was the only mom working, like while my daughters did the competitive cheerleading. I would bring my laptop. I would be working while they were doing their performances, and I was able to go to all of the field trips. I was the mom.
Awesome.
I was the mom, and so that's why the flexibility within real estate. I can do real estate, and I could also be a mom.
Awesome. 40 years old.
I'm getting better, right? I don't know. Like I'm 47 now, so 7 years ago, I think I'm just.
Who are you now?
Who am I now, man? I'm just thriving.
In this decade.
In this decade, I think 40 is a new 20. So 40 is a new 20, definitely. I think that I'm still young at heart. I still want to live life. I still want to realize my dreams. I'm an empty nester right now, so my daughters are mad at me right now.
You are literally an empty nester.
Yeah. Well, right now,
there's probably some birds in your nest in the house right now.
Yeah. So right now, my daughters are mad at me because I'm making them grow up and I'm not paying for the phone bill anymore. So they have a deadline right now because I would pay the phone bill for all three of us all the time.
Wait, since when?
Since ever. Forever. Yeah. Since they got a phone.
They're lucky. Game around me. Girls, you've been lucky for a long time.
I know.
Come on now. Let mommy free.
Right.
Okay.
So then my youngest, she just graduated. So she's mad at me because I told her she needs to pay for her car insurance.
Okay.
Right? Don't I have a...
Shocker.
Hello.
Grown up.
So she's mad at me right now. So she's kind of like,
But she could do it.
Well, yes, but does she want to?
Okay.
Right? That's another story, right? So, so I feel like right now it's my time. I think that I just recently got divorced. And so that was a whole episode, right? Yeah. So that's got divorced on May 27th of 2026. So I feel now I'm free and now it's about me. I feel, and then my daughter already called me selfish. So I'm like, you know what? You were my life for all of these years. And I am a very proud mom, right? Yeah. But I think now it's time for me, and I want to continue realizing my dreams. I've already I want to run the 6 world marathons. Okay.
Okay.
I've done 3 out of the 6.
Let's go.
Okay, so I still need Tokyo, Japan.
Hey, but when I say let's go, that means you go, not me.
No, no, but I still want to do that.
Okay.
And the only reason why I stopped was because of the pandemic.
Okay.
Because I couldn't travel during the pandemic.
I want to stop you there because.
Yeah.
You mentioned divorce.
Yes.
But going through the years, you did not even mention marriage.
I've never been married.
So how'd you get divorced?
I got married in 2024.
Okay, let's go. See,
my God.
Now
I got married in November 13th of 2024. Uh-huh. And I thought I was doing the right thing.
Not to the father of the children.
No.
Okay.
So I met my ex-husband through work. He was a loan officer and I was a real estate agent, and it seemed like the perfect match, right?
You give me the money, I get the houses.
It seemed like the perfect match, and this is actually the first time I'm actually talking about this. So I'm
welcome to Flava.
Oh my God, this is the first time I'm actually talking about this. So I just wanted to do things the right way. And I got condemned of being a Christian woman, and I got condemned in thinking that that's going to be the right way of, if you want to be a good Christian woman, you got to get married.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the right thing. I thought it was good, but maybe I pushed it, and maybe it has to be in God's timing. It can't be on my own, or thinking that God is telling me, like, yes, this is the right thing, or maybe I didn't pray about it enough, or there's just so many red flags that I ignored, trying to be a good Christian woman and trying to be a good example to my daughters, even though there was so many signs there that...
You ignored them.
I think I did.
I think what we do is that we get into these relationships in the church sometimes, within the church sometimes, and we say, well, that person believes in God, and I believe in God, so they're going to do things the way God intended them to do.
Well, it's funny.
Which only one of us does it, and the other one doesn't.
Well, it's funny. I brought him into the church. He was also raised Catholic. Mm-hmm. and I brought him into the Christian church, and I don't think so. I didn't. It was a friendship. It was like kind of work relationship. It was not a romantic relationship in the beginning, if that makes sense. And I introduced him, and I brought him to church, and I was serving, and I was one of the leaders at church.
Yeah.
And the first encounter was that he saw me serving on my birthday in November 16th of 2019.
Okay.
And I invited him to serve with me with, it was not called Chicago Homeless Outreach back then, but it was City Church. So it was called City Cares. So I ran the homeless outreach for City Church Chicago. And I brought him to church, and it's just kind of like happened from there. So I'm very proud that I brought him into church, and he adapted and
Word of the flock.
yeah. So I think that's a good thing,
It is.
you know,
It is.
but you know, I brought a lot of people to church, and everything, you know, that I did with Chicago Homeless Outreach and
Yeah.
everything else, it's, you know, bring them in, plant the seed.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still working on my oldest daughter because she
Yeah.
was raised Catholic, and I'm just trying to bring her into the Christian
Yeah.
life now.
Yeah.
My youngest is saved, and she got baptized,
Okay, awesome.
but I'm still working on my oldest one.
Okay. So people are learning a lot from you today.
Oh, my
and
God.
And this is great because now they get to know the human side of you. Sometimes they
man.
just see the person on the screen, on their phone, or the advertisement going down the street or whatnot, or your card.
Yeah.
Who are you? And they got to
Yeah.
learn a little bit more about you and how cool you are.
Oh my gosh.
And how you love on people and
Oh,
love on
man.
your family and love on yourself now, right?
Yeah.
And now is the loving on yourself part.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? It's like I gave so much. I'm a giver. I love giving. I love it. It's a part of me. It's a part of my personality.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, man, now everything that I've been praying for, everything I've been asking for, and kind of like you kind of mentioned it earlier, I feel like now it's like God is like preparing me, and he's like showing me like, hey, I know you've been asking for this. And now I feel like now it's like actually coming to fruition. It's like, whoa, you know, it's I'm seeing it now,
Yeah.
you know, and it's that's why like all these little things that I do, giving back and like, it's just a part of God's plan. And I feel that, you know, there is a reason, there's a purpose, right? And, there's a reason why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, and hopefully the people that love me, the people that care about me, they can see it, and they see my heart, and they see who I am. And yeah, I feel super blessed.
Leticia,
Yes.
you're an awesome person.
Aw, thank
You're
you.
doing awesome things here in Chicago. You're helping out so many, and this is why you're here.
Oh,
This is why
man.
you're on this table.
Oh, man.
And I'm honored for you to be in front of you and the other people that sit in that chair because you guys all give back.
Man, it's so important.
So we thank you for that.
Oh, thank
and I
you.
thank you for that on Flava Podcast. I mean, if I'm pretty sure if my co-hosts were here, he'd be giving you hugs right now like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
But thank you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
So what's next for you? What's now?
Yeah.
What do you got planned now?
Yeah, so giving back to the community, I think I've been planning this for a very long time, but it has not come to light. But I think this is my moment to just make Chicago Homeless Outreach the non-for-profit that it deserves to be. I have a lot of leaders that are looking up to me and that I need to step up finally to make it the non-for-profit so that we can get grants, we can get corporate sponsorships, we can get more so that it can be more of a public figure. Because I already bought the domain, guys. I bought Chicago Homeless Outreach and I bought Friends on the Street. And now I think that there was so many obstacles in the way before. And I was trying to plan this, I'm talking about years ago, and trying to get this, off the ground as an official non-for-profit. And it just, things have gotten in the way. And personal life, so many things, right? That I can make excuses and saying I didn't do it. And I think this year, and I'm going to have you hold me accountable, right? That I just need to go ahead and do it. And maybe I was scared.
Yeah.
You know, maybe sometimes you do things and you get scared and it's like, man, if I made this grow this big, I know it can be bigger. And I want to be a resource. I don't want to just be, oh yeah, Letty's doing her little thing and she's doing her little donations. Maybe this can be bigger than what it is. And maybe this is a calling that God is just showing me right now as a little seed planter. And maybe this can be bigger, and this can be Chicago homeless outreach, not Leticia's little give back. This can be bigger than Leticia. Yeah. This can be bigger with people, with staff, I don't know. This can be bigger than what it is right now.
Oh, I say this: you keep your eye on Christ.
Oh yeah.
And He's going to bless it. Period.
Yeah.
Would it take long? We don't know. It's on His timing, like we said earlier, right? It's on His timing. But you're doing great things. You have the heart for it.
Oh.
Build that great team,
yes.
which sounds like you might have it already.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm like.
And just go forward. Just keep on moving forward. You're doing a lot of great things, not just for other people, but for yourself as well. And I want you to continue doing that for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I could feel the love right now that you have to build something new for you.
Yeah.
Not just for your kids, not just for the community, but for you. And maybe this is time for you.
Yeah.
And maybe this organization that you're trying, this not for profit that you're trying to do, is for you. Even though it's going to help out many people and bless many people.
Yeah.
It's for your heart.
Oh man.
For you to leave your legacy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm loving it. Camera on her, please. Leticia. I gotta say that correctly. Leticia.
Yeah, you got it.
You have flavor.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Mi Flava Podcast adobo.
Since you're on flavor, you get a little flavor.
I love it.
And since you have flavor, you get the flavor.
Oh, I
and
love
thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a little hot minute since we've known each other and whatnot to get you in here.
Yeah.
But I had to, I had to do my research and
Aw.
and you fit the part of a giver.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you for helping out the people here.
Means a lot to me, and just for all the people that are on this podcast and for all the people that I've seen in the past, you also make an impact.
Oh, thank you.
And I think that stamp that you've already started, that you're going to continue to start with, your flavor, with your heart, your spirit, continue to do that as well, because we are seed planners. And they look up to us, and I'm definitely honored to be here with you. And I can't wait for what you have planned in the future.
Some crazy stuff.
I know. You definitely made me cry. So I can't wait to see the future guests that you have come on here. And I do hold that very near and dear to my heart, because that actually helps, especially entrepreneurs.
Yep.
It helps us hold ourselves accountable for what God has planned for us.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Do me a favor, can you look at that camera right here on the side of me?
Oh my gosh.
And give the people your tags where they can find you.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm Leticia Andrade, and for anyone that follows me, this is Leticia Andrade reporting to you live. That's my tagline. Please follow me on all social media. I'm very big on Instagram. You can follow me at Sold by Leticia on all platforms, including Facebook. And on Facebook, I'm Leticia Andrade, Real Estate Advisor. So please follow me. I am built on referrals, so definitely find me. I can help you buy, sell, lease, or invest in real estate. I'm your homegirl. And then if anyone is interested in joining us on the third Saturday of every month for Chicago Homeless Outreach, we consistently serve on the third Saturday of every month our friends on the street. And if you're interested, come out. If you cannot physically volunteer, please consider donating, because we cannot do this without you. I cannot do this by myself. Come out, volunteer, or donate. Follow me on Instagram. We do have a Chicago Homeless Outreach page. So if you don't follow Chicago Homeless Outreach, this is your opportunity. Go ahead, click, and follow. And we post every month. But come out. You really have to come out and serve our friends on the street, so you can know exactly what we do and how we are loving our friends on the street and showing. And we can only make an impact together. I can't do this by myself. So I need you guys. Come out, volunteer, or donate.
Great job. Great job. So, camera on me. That was Leticia. I'm your boy Los. And remember, you have flavor.